India will have more calibrated, calculated, measured approach, and in fact they will try to deal this diplomatically over confrontation and ruling out any sort of retaliatory action against recent US tariff strike. What we are picking up from the sources is that they are calling this tariff strike temporary and short term, and in fact they are reviewing and awaiting official executive order to understand that how this section 232 will pan out, where sectors like auto components, semiconductor are already facing higher tariff. But at the same time, Indian authorities are pinning hope on the bilateral agreement. The first round of negotiation already going to be started from August 25th. So that's what we have been reporting closely. And some concern, of course, is here, on the challenges ahead. And in fact, the sources are telling that if you continue to kind of increase the tariff, excessive tariff may also kind of dampen the US buyer demand, and that will have a bearing on the entire global trade. Now, Rishabh, you've been tracking this development closely. Tell me, what is Commerce Ministry saying at this point of time?
Right, the Commerce Ministry came out with a statement last night, an official statement, and they said that they have taken note, they're studying implications of these 25% tariffs. They said that talks, and they are remaining committed to this BTA by the October fall deadline. That is something that is still, and now these negotiations obviously focused on that deadline versus the August 1st deadline that was first there. Again, the government has said that they are protecting the welfare of three major sectors of society, which is farmers, MSMEs and entrepreneurs, and they've said that like in the UK FTA they drew some red lines, they are continuing to stick to those particular red lines in the ongoing trade negotiations with the US as well. But like you said, certain export segments will be affected a bit more than this, than others. We're seeing textiles come out and say that they are facing somewhat of a very heavy hit, and also gems and jewelry, because given that about 30% of India's all gems and jewelry exports, they actually go to the United States. That's about $10 billion worth getting hit by a 25% plus tariffs plus penalties that we have very little certainty on. So you have certain segments that are saying that. I was speaking to a textile promotion council yesterday. They said they had certain talks with their clients to face up to a 10% hike in tariffs, but they didn't know what to do if a 25% tariff hike comes in. So somewhat of an alarming situation that textile as well as gems and jewelry sectors are facing, but mostly exporters a little disappointed with this announcement that is coming.
Clearly, because as far as trade disruption goes, in fact, sources underlining the fact that exporters accelerated the shipment. They have front loading up to 3 to 4 months, so there won't be any immediate trade disruption as such. But on the flip side, it's very clear also that India may have certain disadvantage over competition like Philippines, Indonesia, facing lower tariff rate, and in fact the major economies like Japan, UK, which secured the trade deal in the range of 10 to 15%. So that is going to be watch out for. We will see how this will pan out, of course, and we will also expecting some more statement today, some more reaction from the authorities that how they are going to address this challenge.